I'm not questioning your feelings about your childhood. They're absolutely accurate. I'm just wondering on this, particular night that maybe some of the facts aren't what you think they are.
Gina, I'm familiar with the whole notion of a screen memory, yeah.
Okay, of course you are. So then your Christmas Eve memory tells us about that whole period of your childhood, not just one night. You were overwhelmed. You felt that you were the only one who knew how much trouble she was in.
My father knew. He just didn't give a shit.
Paul remembered his guilt as being about only the events of a particular Christmas Eve night, to defend himself against the much deeper guilt he felt over not being able to save his parents' marriage.
The whole time I was growing up, he was always...
He was always what?
Well, it's just a memory of mine, excuse me, so it can't be trusted.
Are you afraid to say it?
He was always with other women.
How do you know this?
Okay, I'll tell you how I know. I was 10 years old. My mother was yelling at him because he was screwing this nurse. And she wanted him to look at the effect that it was having on me, so she pushed me at him hard. And I hit a table and I split my forehead wide open and he sewed me up. So you're right. He wasn't completely useless. You happy now?
These fights about other women, they went on for a long time.
Oh, early and often.
Well, I thought that the fights began after your father left her. It seems that they were having trouble before he left her, before she got sick.
Well, maybe his fucking around made her sick.
I know it's irritating, but I just want to make sure that I understand.
Fine.
So, you believe that your father's infidelity
drove my mother crazy, yes.
When your mother was finally admitted, wasn't she diagnosed with bipolar disorder?
Yes.
In your experience, can bipolar disorder be caused by the infidelity of a spouse?
No, Gina, bipolar disorder is not caused by events in a patient's life. Events can make you feel bipolar. No, I know that much. So I felt last year when Kate was with her lover. But no, infidelity can't make you bipolar. You either are bipolar or you're not. But if your wife was bipolar, it could make you want to have an affair.
Yeah, it could. Especially if you were a doctor and your wife's mental illness made you feel inadequate, helpless, incapable of helping the person that you were closest to.
And since he couldn't heal her, he left her for another woman. And he left her with me.
Children take it upon themselves to try to keep the family together when parents fight, and they take responsibility for the breakup when their parents divorce, and feel deeply guilty about it afterwards. The episodes involving Oliver show him trying hopelessly to mediate his parents' conflicts, just as Paul once did.